For every pay, you need to consider who is on leave and process the relevant leave payments for those employees. Leave can be imported from employee self-service, WFM, timesheets, public holiday processes, or manually added to the pay run. In this video, we'll look at how to process different leave types within a pay. When the employee self-service module is used, all the employee leave requests are displayed on the leave administration form. If leave requests require approval, this must be done on the approvals form or in the employee self-service portal. Let's focus on the leave administration form. On the top form toolbar, use the Ready to Pay button to send all selected leave requests to a Ready to Pay status and ready to import the leave to the required pay runs. Usually, leave requests are included in the pay run based on the dates that leave was taken. However, if the pay run has already been completed, or employees want leave that spans multiple periods to be paid together, when their leave starts, you can include the leave request in a future pay run by setting a new pay period date. Under the Other Actions menu are a couple of options you can use. The Map to Pay Run option is available if an employee submits the leave request after you've manually processed their request. This action allows you to map the leave request to the pay run, paid, or partially paid leave requests only. If an entitlement is set to show a projected leave balance in the Employee Self-Service module, MYOB, Acumatica will automatically recalculate projected balances for new leave requests. The Approve by Payroll button allows the pay clerk to approve any leave as required if the self-service preferences permit it. The summary area of the form allows you to filter by employee, pay group, dates, and record types. Then, the leave administration form is broken into two tables, the leave request table and the days taken table. The leave request table shows all the information from the request, for example, employee, dates, and type of leave. The days taken table takes the leave request and breaks it down into separate days. It also includes the status, pay period date, and, if paid, the pay run ID. With the leave administration work completed, it's time to look at paying leave to an employee. Once you have set your filter for the relevant period, filter on Submitted to find leave requests that are pending approval. You can open the approval details to see which manager needs to action it. If you have the right access, you can approve the request on behalf of the manager, then change the filter to approved and bulk set them as ready to pay. Selecting the pay group and dates for the pay required creates a pay run ID to track in the system after a pay run is created. If the Employee Self-Service module is used, you can apply to the leave request when added to the pay run. With the pay run open, click the ellipsis button and import leave. The import leave process starts importing all leave requests listed in the leave administration form in the Ready to Pay status. Leave can be re-imported into a pay. If any leave items already exist, you can re-import and overwrite the existing leave or only import the new request. If needed, you can undo imported leave. Any leave imported through the Import Leave button will be removed. If you've manually entered any leave, neither the importing nor undoing of leave will affect the pay run. With the pay run open, click on the employee who needs the leave taken to be paid and click the plus icon on the table toolbar to add the leave. From here, you can see the current gross wages before entering the leave taken. Click on the hyperlink for days taken. In the days taken screen, you can see whether this pay item reduces the income in the summary area. Click the plus icon and add the dates the employee took leave. If your employee took full days of leave, the hours are taken from the calendar assigned to them. If the hours differ from the employee's usual working pattern, or if they didn't take a full day of leave, then tick the Is Partial Day tick box and enter the hours to pay. By default, leave that is set to reduce will find the highest valued income item. At times, the bonus may be higher than wages. You can change the default income pay item here. You can add as many rows as required for the leave taken. For example, if your employee took 1.5 days off, this would be entered over 2 lines, one for a full day and one for a partial day. The rate has been updated and calculated based on the information entered in the days taken window and the pay item entitlement payments calculation method. If the entitlement type doesn't reduce the income amount, you must manually update it. Then complete the pay run process as you usually would. Let's look at processing a public holiday. With the public holiday processing form, you create a batch of public holiday transactions that can be added to the employee's pay. Before using this form, the following things need to be set up. 1 or more calendars with the public holiday dates. 1 or more public holiday entitlements on the entitlement form. Public holiday entitlement should have the leave and non-accruing entitlement options ticked. Pay items for each entitlement on the pay items form. Default public holiday pay items must be specified for each pay group using the default public holiday columns on the pay groups form. A numbering sequence must be selected for the public holiday batch numbering sequence field on the payroll preferences form. Once the pay items are generated, you can override the quantity value. When using the public holiday processing form with the pay run open, click on the ellipses button and click Import Public Holidays. Please note you can undo the Import Public Holiday, which will remove the imported batch. If you've manually entered any leave, importing or undoing of leave will not affect the pay run. You can manually enter it into the pay run using either the public holiday worked or public holiday not worked. Click on the hyperlink for days taken. In the days taken screen, you can see whether this pay item reduces the income in the summary area. Click the plus icon and add the dates of the public holiday. By selecting public holiday worked, the employee will be paid at a time-and-a-half rate and accrue an alternative holiday day based on the dates and calendar assigned to them. For public holidays not worked, the employee will be paid for their typical workday. If you have an employee working on a public holiday, as it's not their normal workday, they will be paid at time-and-a-half using a public holiday income pay item type and not accrue an alternative holiday day. Finally, complete the pay run process as you normally would. The Employee Leave Summary screen is where you review annual family violence, bereavement, alternative holidays, public holidays, and sick leave taken by pay run, employee, and leave type. Each entry describes the employee, the leave and days taken, the applied rate, and any possible leave rates that might apply. The table also contains a status column highlighting entries for which a higher leave rate may apply. Using the standard grid filtering functionality, you can easily narrow down leave entries that require attention. To rectify leave, you can change the rate method applied or choose to override the rate entirely. With annual leave and public holidays added to pay runs, you'll be ready to use this knowledge across the other types of leave.